we had incredible performances at the sharpest end of the course. We had 57 silver buckle winners, and that is impressive in a tough year. It also represents the lowest silver buckle winner rate since 2006. So again, a really tough year out there, and just an amazing day. A couple of final comments. Our youngest finisher in the race, Emily Hawgood, 26 years old. And our youngest male finisher in the race, Cody Lind, our third generation. So with that, we're gonna kick things off here. We'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Hoka One One, for their support and also their support with our live broadcast. We'd also like to recognize Buff USA for their support both in the race and our webcast. GU Performance Nutrition, The Active Joe, Attaday, The Aid Station, Trails and Ales, Raisin Racing, Comstock Heritage, Drymax, Phoenix, Fleet Feet Sacramento, Davis Elk Grove, I Run for Ultra, Microlumen, Monsters of Massage, Orange Mud, Run Gooder Sunglasses, SacFit Ultra Runners, San Francisco Running Company, San Francisco VC, Single Track Running, Squirrels Nut Butter, Sunto, Ultra Running Magazine, and Vespa. Let's give them a round of applause. And we've got to thank this 100-mile course, travels through some of the most rugged terrain, and we'd like to thank all of our land use partners for the access to this trail from start to finish. That includes the Auburn State Recreation Area, the U.S. Forest Service, and the American River Ranger District, the Western States Store also. We'd like to thank ultralive.net that was feeding us continuously with the standings via our ham radio infrastructure and the Ultra Trail World Tour. So with that, I'm going to kick it off to my co-host this morning, Tim Tweetmeyer.
Thanks, Gopher. We had a couple more items of business here before we start handing out the hardware. Let people say a few things. First, let me introduce one of our special guests here. It's the mayor of Auburn. Auburn is, of course, the endurance capital of the world. Between the Western States Run and the Tevis Cup 100-mile ride, as well as other smaller events, it's become the kind of heartbeat of the ultra world here. But to say a few words and to welcome the mayor, Matt Spokley.
Thank you very much, Ken. Well, welcome everybody to the city of Auburn. We're super happy to see everybody this afternoon. I'll be super brief and just say y'all are inspiring. I spent a lot of time on mile 99 welcoming folks up out of the canyon, and inspiring. Well done, everybody. You made it through the heat. Welcome to Auburn. Hope you enjoy some of our beer and restaurants in town.
Thank you, Mayor. And although it's been the second year they've been our presenting sponsor for the race, we didn't get to put on a race last year. Of course, everybody's disappointed, but you could kind of know they know what they're doing and how they've made this race allow us to put on the kind of quality event that we want to put on for everyone out there. To say a few words from our presenting sponsor, Hoka, Mike McGinn.
Wow, the event happened this year, and I'm still buzzing. I was buzzing when we got to travel out here and see this thing happen, see everybody arrive, see all the teams, all the crews, all the loved ones show up, buzzing the entire time in squad at the athletes meeting, and then of course watch another amazing race unfold. 320 stories, some good, some challenges, none forgettable. And on behalf of Hoka, just want to congratulate each and every person loved ones, crews. We're so thrilled to be part of this event and look to be a part of it for many years to come. So congratulations, enjoy the weekend. I know you'll never forget this experience, and yeah, we're just very proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Before we roll on, let's get one more round for all of our aid station volunteers, the crews, the patrons, the non-finishers. I know it's a hot day out there, even for the crews and the aid station folks. I know the runners were cooking, but everybody that was working was cooking as well. So well done. And let's recognize there are a few folks, of course, that weren't able to join us today because they had to time out or were not able to make it to Auburn. So let's recognize those that, although started at squad, didn't make it to the finish line. And lastly, the man that's responsible for these fantastic buckle awards, it's tradition here at Western States, is these buckles are created, handmade by Comstock Heritage Silversmiths out of Carson City, Reno now. But him and his team build these by hand. It's James Stegman. Come on, James, stand up.
In making these buckles. It's really important to us. And thank you, Hoka, for the gigantic tribute this year.
Those guys stay up and engrave these. If you ever have a chance to go see those guys do their handiwork, it's magic. All right, well, let's go on to the top awards here. So Magda is here with us. She's going to help us hand out the hardware.
Yeah, Chewie.
My sheet out here with all the times on it. You might know this guy, the first one to make it to Auburn. Well, I'd say last night, but it was more like late afternoon, evening maybe. In a time of 14:46:01 in his third win here at Western States, Jim Walmsley. Just in case you don't know the math, that's looks like an 8:51 pace for 100 miles in the mountains on the trail. Not bad.
Third fastest time in Western States history. So he owns the first and third fastest time in Western States history.
And to accompany Jim up here on the stand is our women's champion for 2021 from Belper, United Kingdom, Beth Pascal. Beth's making her way up here. We'll get a picture with them with their cougars. Just come right behind you there. Along with the individual cougars that they take home to show they're the champion that they are, their names will also be engraved on the Roby Cup. You can see it's almost like the Stanley Cup of ultra running. And the inscription on the trophy says, "Worth marks the man, there all the honor lies. Not content with well or better, he has raced 100 miles, the winner." That's it.
Need to get on that.
So we're going to ask you to stay up here, and we're going to call up our top 10 male and female finishers.
So Topher and I are going to go back and forth here so you can see 2 through 10. In second place in the men's field in a time of 16:11:01 from Portland, Oregon, Tyler Green.
In second place in the women's division, from Stillwater, New Zealand, Ruth Croft.
Third man from Boulder, Colorado in a time of 16:23:08, Drew Holman.
And our third place female from Spain, Ragna de Bats. In a time of 17:41 and our new Masters record holder.
Our fourth male finisher, the grandson of Dr. Lind, who was the original doctor with Gordy when he ran it back in 1974 and was the medical director of this race for well over 30 years, in a time of 16:49:39 from Chalice, Idaho, Cody Lind.
Our fourth place finisher from Pocatello, Idaho, in a time of 18:07, Brittany Peterson.
Our fifth place men's finisher from Mammoth Lakes, California, in a time of 16:55:48, Tim Collison.
Our fifth place female finisher, also from Mammoth Lakes, California, in a time of 18:23, Katie Asmuth.
Our sixth place men's finisher from Edgewater, Colorado, in a time of 17 hours 34 seconds, Kyle Pieteri.
Our sixth place female finisher from France, in a time of 18:37, Audrey Tengue.
And our seventh place men's finisher from Flagstaff, Arizona, in a time of 17:29:23, Stephen Kirsch.
Our seventh place finisher in a time of 19:13 from Zimbabwe, Emily Hager.
Our eighth place men's finisher from Cedar City, Utah, in a time of 17:48:46, Hayden Hawks.
Our eighth place female finisher From Bend, Oregon, in a time of 1917, Camellia Mayfield.
Yeah, Camellia.
Our 9th place men's finisher from Durango, Colorado, in a time of 18:30, Kyle Curtin.
From Portland, Oregon, our 9th place female finisher, finishing in a time of 1942, Keely Henninger.
And to round out our men's top 10, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, in a time of 18:33:13, Alex Nichols.
Pretending to laugh.
And rounding out our top 10 women, from Omaha, Nebraska, in a time of 1947, Casey Lichta. So we're going to ask just a moment for these men and ladies to squeeze together a little bit closer. The folks here in the front gallery want to get a photo of the top 10, so we're just going to do a little bit of a quick photo shot. All right, this is your top 10 men and women finishers from the 2021 Western States 100. Thank you all. Now we are going to begin all of our buckle winners, and we're asking those people in the 19-hour window to line up, and as we go through, we're going to go through all of our buckle winners. We'd ask you to line up as your time is approaching on this side.